kamonagi, oh adinjodina kamonagi. If we give this life a chance, pompa bawazi.
So Jim, what is it again?
I have conquered the women, but the elders are now my problem.
So, what do you intend to do with the elders?
That's why I don't really know.
Oh, come on, Jim. This is not talk time, it's action time.
So, what do I do?
Now, you must make the elders crown you king. Coerce them, since you have the support of the women. And if they refuse, drill all of them.
You think that will work?
Jim, stop being a man of little faith. Nothing is impossible.
Consider it done. I am going to deal with them this time. You will hear.
Good. Now let me show you what to try to do with the farm.
Lose your sense of life. Because you have the cash, you lose your sense of life.
I feel so very sad when I remember that my father is not here to enjoy the fruit of his labor. Sometimes I curse death for being this wicked. But not to worry, Mama. Oji, your son, the Okosisi one, I've made so much money. I've made money beyond people's imagination. And I have come to be a helper to those that need help. What I have come to do is human empowerment. I want to better this community and the youths and their entire generations.
My son, your ideas are okay, they are fine. But I don't want you to go that far by helping whosoever that comes around you. This village is not safe. Good people doesn't live long again in this village. Biko Namno Biko.
Mama, fear not. Vulture don't eat vulture. I am a lion.
Ago.
And as long as I live, I have grown. I'm above human destruction. Before I step into this community, I have consulted the gods of this land. And I'm sure they are here for protection. So all I need is your prayers.
Brother, what Mama here is saying is nothing but the truth. Since Papa is no longer alive, we don't want anything to happen to you. Please, be careful.
Dan,
sir.
I thank you. But I want to let you know that there is a say that says an idle man is a devil workshop.
Yes.
I have come to better the lives of the youth in this community. When the youths are less busy, they react.
Sure.
I have come to give them job. So you don't need to worry.
My son, if you say so, I don't have any problem. But you have to see Igwe first, and discuss it with him. Yeah. If he agrees, you then carry on with your vision. My son.
Yeah, immediately after this discussion, I'm going to Igwe's house.
Yes.
And for you, Dan.
Yes, brother.
I'm making your visa. I would like you to travel abroad for your studies.
Hey! May God bless you, brother.
You don't need to worry.
I will forever be grateful to you, brother. Thank you.
Dan, you don't need to beg me. Don't thank me. You don't need to thank me for anything. I am your blood brother. And custom demands that as long as I have money, you have the money. Alright?
Brother, I would like to go to the city with you, at least to spend some time. Even my education too.
So only me will be in this village?
No problem, I have plans for you both.
And my education too.
Yeah, I have plans for you both to come over and
so only me will be in
stay in
this
city
village?
once in a while. Mama, don't worry. I have plans for you. Once in a while, you visit me in the town.
But brother,
yes.
Brother, what about our house?
Yeah, I know this house has been a mock to us. I think I've already made a plan and concluded a plan for this house. They will be demolishing the house soon. So that I will erect a good edifice here.
Oh, thank you, God.
You will put that in way there like me when you look at you understand?
Very good burglary proof.
You know that when I'm going to the meeting, I will be looking for a mirror to use and tie my hair tie.
Your son is made. You are going to enjoy money.
I go.
Let me see Igwe. I'll come back to see you. Igwe.
My son.
I want to really appreciate your effort and all your doings in this land. May the gods bless you.
Thank you.
Igwe, I've come to inform you that I have the intention to run a woman empowerment program in this our community. I want to give scholarship to those that want to study here in Nigeria, visa to those that want to study abroad. And the reason I'm doing this is to eradicate poverty, illiteracy, and more of the crimes in this land.
Ojoko Sisi.
Igwe.
You are truly your father's son.
Thank you, Igwe.
When you were growing up in this place, I knew you were going to grow up into something good. This is the best news I have heard in recent time. Hey, and come to think of it, you have always been in the vanguard of people who would usually come home and mix up with people in the community. How many of our illustrious sons, those whom our gods have blessed, have ever thought it wise to return home and affect the life of other people? It's only you. Our gods will bless you. They will bless you in the morning. They will bless you in the afternoon. They will bless you in the evening. Whatever you put your hand, our gods must make them to succeed. Don't worry. For all the good ideas you are bringing, I am fully in support of it. And I am behind you. Once again, thank you, my son. Our gods will bless you.
Thank you. Hello. You get back to me later. Thank you. Igwe, you don't need to worry. All I want in this exercise is just one love, one spirit. My belief is that those that will participate in this exercise should do very well. And I believe that when one hand washes another, something good must come out. For those that will go for this exercise, I pray they concentrate and do very well, not to waste my money.
Yes, my brother. You are right. Nobody carries a bag of cowries and throws it into the sea. If you make an investment, you would want that investment to yield a result. We are going to get the best. And whoever takes this opportunity and blows it, he will have nobody to blame but himself or herself. This we will jump into their ears. And meanwhile, I will have to gather the youth so that you can talk to them directly. That is okay, my son.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, my son. Thank you, my son.
I would like to run now, but I'll catch up on that engagement.
Well, since you said you will not take anything.
Don't worry. Let me have the money. You manage it for your product.
Hey! All this for me? Hey.
That is not.
I know, my son. Wherever this one has come from, it shall be replenished in folds. You know? Okay. Oh, yeah. This is good. How I wish we have more of this type of youth in our community. Those that will come home and begin to affect the life of the less privileged. Our God will bless you. Youth of Umudike Kwenu. Yeah. Youth of Umudike Kwenu. Yeah. The leaders of tomorrow. Kwenu. Yeah. I called all of you to gather here this evening because of the information that is available to me. You know that for some time now, we have been asking our gods to touch the mind, the heart of our illustrious sons, whom our gods have blessed, so that they can come home and affect the lives of the people in the village. And our gods have now heard our prayers. Our gods have answered our prayers. You know him, Oji Oko Sisi. He is a son of this community. He's a philanthropist. He has made money. Yes. So, most of you knew when he was suffering in this place. But today, he is made. And he decided to come home. He told me he has a very good package for the use of our community. And I said, I cannot hear this alone. And it is not going to be me who will tell you. Because a snake seen by only one man is usually described as a python. So it is better for you to hear from the horse's mouth. Oji, Oko Sisi, the philanthropist of our time.
Thank you so much, Igwe. People of Umudike, I greet you all.
We greet you!
Okay, you all know me. Oji, your brother. Yoko CC1 of this land. I have come to make sure that every one of you will have a change of life. I have come to make sure that poverty is eradicated in this land. Now, I have come to make sure illiteracy is wiped out in this land. I have come to make sure crimes is reduced. What I have in mind to do is to run a human empowerment program that will benefit most of you. From tomorrow, there will be examination exercise for this scholarship. And this scholarship includes those that will study here in Nigeria and those that will study abroad. So I would like you all to concentrate so that as you write this exam, you will pass the exam as to benefit more in this exercise. One more thing. I want you all to stay focused. Be determined in this process. Don't go there and waste my money. This is all I have come to tell you all today. May the gods of Allah bless you all.
Use of our land, Kwenu. You have heard from the horse's mouth. This was what he whispered to me that made me call all of you. So, like he said, it is important that those who are going to benefit from this scheme consider themselves having a moral burden. A moral burden to make sure that he does not waste his money. Because nobody carries his money and goes and throws into an ocean. Whoever makes an investment would like that investment to yield a positive result. Is it not true? Yes. So, for those of you who are going to benefit from this program, you have a moral burden. And the moral burden is for you to come out in flying colors. And then you will come back and, like him too, begin to affect the life of other people. Because as I can make once again, I want to thank Okosisi Oji and then congratulate those of you who are going to benefit from this.
Why did you come to the Igwe's palace?
To do what? I'm not interested. What you are doing is just babash. Because that man is a ritualist. Okay?
Wait. Are you talking about Mr. Oji?
Yes, of course.
Pico Meshonugi. Meshonugi. How can you call that innocent man a ritualist?
Auntie, don't mind her. She's afraid of writing an exam.
Look at you two guys. You are stupid. I'm not interested. Which exam?
My dear.
Which exam?
Forget
I take it away, please.
Forget it.
I said I don't want to. I'm not going there.
He is not begging you. He is not begging you.
Your money. I'm not interested. He's a ritualist. Please.
Look at this one. Watozo. Illiterate. Please, let's go. Leave this illiterate.
She don't know anything.
Not to worry, I'm back here now. I hope you have food in the house.
I've prepared your favorites.
Okay. Let me see my dogs.
All right.
We'll be having some guests by this weekend. And I know you all know the nature of our business.
Yes, boss.
Those coming here are not just visitors. They are my brothers and sisters. So I would like you all to work based on instructions. Failure to follow the instructions, you face my wrath. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, boss.
Good. My wife should not know about this business. I hope you hear me.
Yes, boss.
You can go.
Thank you, boss.
Madina Kamunagi, oh, Adinjodina Kamunagi. If we give this life a chance, Pompa Bawazi, why, where Meta, Emmanuel, where Meta, oh, Madina Kamunagi, oh, Adinjodina Kamunagi, oh. If we give this life a chance, who are the Rigaba? Mambina Corona, Kuwana Piazitari. Because you have the cash, you lose your sense of life. Kuwana Nankirina Echidi, because you have the cash, you lose your sense of life. Because you have the cash, you lose your sense of life. Because you have the cash, you lose your sense of life.
Well done.
Mr. Odd.
Nice work.
Work is fine.
Okay. I have business for you.
Wow, business?
Yeah.
Okay, I will link you with a family in need of kidney as fast as possible.
Okay, that'll be fine. I hope we're still on the same page. You know what it is. Kidney is kidney.
Mr. Oji, kidney price remains the same. 40 million.
Oh, okay. Okay, now, when you go, let them know that I have a lot of it. I have kidney, I have hearts, I have anything human pass. But my money should be intact.
You don't have a problem with that. How soon can we get it?
By this weekend.
This weekend?
Yes.
Oh, that's good. That wouldn't be a problem.
But one more thing. Do well to keep this as a secret. You know this is business.
Mr. Oji, this is my job. It's my job. I know this. Let me rush to the hospital. I have an emergency.
Igwe, you sent for me.
Yes, woman. I sent for you. It's nothing, just to tell you how happy the community is with your son. In fact, words cannot express our appreciation for what he's doing for us in this community. He is really a true son of his father, and he was well brought up. The gods of our land will continue to prosper his business.
Igwe, I know my son. He will do more as long as his business keep improving.
Yes. Our gods will continue to bless him. His business will increase from strength to strength. They will bless him in the morning. They will bless him in the afternoon. They will bless him in the evening. And so shall it be.
Igwe, thank you very much. Thank you. Let me be on my way.
Okay. Say me well.
I will.
break the gate. Who be that?
What the fuck is wrong with you? Huh?
Hey, who are you guys?
You're asking me who I am. Don't you know me? Pius. Well, I need to see the boss. Is he around?
He's aware that you're here.
Of course he's fully aware. Huh? Well, we all are here to see him. So, if you don't mind, I would want them to come inside.
Why don't you only go inside first?
What is wrong with you? My friend, will you lead the way? Please come inside. Come inside. You're all welcome. Move! What are you guys doing back there? Why don't you come over? Just come inside. Just come along. This is the place I've been telling you about. Come along. The main building. Okay?
I'm scared. Are you sure we're in the right place? Look at all this big mansion. This is heaven on earth. You know I'm the only child of my parents. I hope nothing will happen to me here. Because I saw go back now. Let's go back. I'm scared.
Hello people. For goodness sakes, just calm down, okay? Sure. Listen, you're in good hands. Okay, before you arrive here, I've already made plans for your hospitality and your welfare. Just relax, okay? By the time we get into the main building, you'll have everything. Thank you. Just come along. Alright? Come on, come, let me take you to the main building. Hey, you girls and guys come. The boss is boss.
Yeah, fire.
Toilet for you, sir.
How are you doing? I'm very fine, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
You're welcome. You're welcome to my humble abode.
Thank you, sir. Sir, these are the persons that passed your scholarship.
Yeah, I know, okay.
Yes, sir.
Jack, sir, take good care of them and make them comfortable.
Okay, sir. You wish follow me.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Don't put anything else. Alright, go inside and have fun.
Yeah, hello, Doc. How are you? I've been expecting your call since. Okay. My own side of the consignments are ready. Okay. Then see you tomorrow. First thing tomorrow morning. Alright? Oh, okay, good. Yeah, Pius.
The boss?
Yeah. The transport.
Oh, for me?
Yes.
Thank you, the
Well,
boss.
meanwhile, join me. Let me drop you off.
Because you have the cash, you lose your sense of life.
Good day, all. I'm not doing what I'm doing here because I have too much money to spend. But I'm doing it for myself and the interest of our community. This is why you have to take these studies very serious. Don't spend my money anyhow.
Yes, sir.
And for those of you who have chosen to study abroad, I'm going to select 2 of you for medical checkup before your international passport. After then, we'll talk on how to move to your school of choice. I want you all to make me proud. You hear me?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
I'm Kiri Bezieno. I'm Benya Korono. Kuwana Piazitari. Because you have the cash, you lose your sense of life. Kuwana Nankiri na Echidime. Echidime. Mambenya Korono. Kuwana Piazitari. Because you have the cash, you lose your sense of life. Kuwana Nankiri na Echidime. Echidime. Mambenya Korono. Kuwana Piazitari. Because you have the cash.
Mama.
What are you doing?
Mama, as you can see, I'm washing my car.
Washing nege kon nage? Eh? Is it washing of car that your mates are doing in this village? Eh?
Mama, not again now. Eh? Must you remind me my condition every day? Mama, leka mkwakwa ganile, onwe onye uchi biya. O chineke na enye ego. Hap no ma aka nne.
Ebuka. Now listen and listen good. Eh? It's high time you go to the city and join your mates there. And not washing of car in the village. In Anuya.
Mama, see. I am not going to that city. If it is that will make you happy, I'm not going there. Must everybody go to the city? Mama, look, let me tell you. It's God that gives money. Not a human being, Mama. Must everybody go to the city? Mama, if what you think is for me to go and stay with Oji, I'm not going there. Manje!
Look who is talking.
What is he saying?
If you need to go Korobia, with this your beard, Afona chichi. You say you put chancellor. Now listen and listen carefully. This opportunity will not pass you by. You will go to the city in Ania, city, or else I stop giving you food in this house. City.
Mommy, I am not going to anywhere. Mama, if you will not give me food, don't give me. This small kabu will feed me. What is it? Must you remind my condition every day? Every day. She keep reminding me of my condition. Am I the only poor boy in this community? Am I? Mama, look. God, let your will be done. Let your will be done. You can do that.
I have come to do exactly what I have promised. May you do your part.
Receive. Receive.
We are going to pay Orderly a visit in his house. On that visit, I want you to interrogate his chief security officer on the means by which they secure their merchandise. While I'm inside, engaging Orderly in a discourse. From the look of things, it seems to me that the way they secure their merchandise is more safer and comfortable and convenient. Ours looks too cumbersome, risky and demanding. If you get me something concrete, I will reward you boys handsomely. But if you don't, you pay dearly for it.
Yes, boss.
Odogu does not carry last. If you want more, I'll provide more. And let me remind you, Eze Kweme 1.
Eze Kweme
1.
Ikaraka. Odogu Gebo. Huh? Odogu, I decided to pay you this visit.
Welcome.
There's a saying that when a frog is running in the day hour, you see that this frog is after something.
Or something is chasing the frog. Permanent.
You know, in our chambers, there's a saying, if a brother's back is inching, he will run to a fellow brother for a proper scratching.
A normal scratch. Without it, Yambo. Normal one. Aquaka.
So, this business is important, and I know you will like it.
Aquaka. This one that you came to my house to tell me what you want to tell me, and I'm still wondering why, what could be so demanding that you couldn't even tell me on the phone, and you chose to come here. Give me the gist. Give me the gist immediately. I
have some lives. I mean, vibrant consignment that I would like you to see. And I know that this consignment will boost your business.
Akwaka, the only thing that can take me off balance is human parts. That is the only thing that can scatter my dada. Is that where you're driving at?
I have vibrant young women and men in my place right now as I'm talking to you.
Where are they?
In fact, they have blood they hot.
What are we waiting for?
I would like you to see them.
Akwaka, this kind of news is not the kind of news you have and you waste time. No! We'll follow it up immediately. And everything will come, after completion, we can throw a bigger party. Akwaka, where are they? How and when do we see them?
Odogu, huh? They are in my place. If you want us to go now, I'm game. If you want to come later, all I want you to do is to come to my place and see things yourself.
Akwaka,
Odogu,
this kind of gist does not require any delay. It's either we follow it up instantly, and then after the completion, then we can throw instant party.
Fanchana, my place.
In your house?
Yes.
More money. More money in our bank account. More money, because.
But Papa, I don't like delay. As you see, you transfer. You got to go?
I'm beginning to misunderstand your idiotic explanations. Sometimes when you go off and again, I begin to rebalance. Let me remind you that I'm me. Can never hold anybody back.
Do I know?
Whatever that is required of you.
I'm aware.
I want to make give Caesar unto Caesar. Well, in care, Jesus.
I ain't trying to.
I don't go me. How about amazing?
Let's go.
Your house immediately. What are you doing? Your house immediately. Business is business. Yeah, tell them that.
Yes.
You sure do know how to get your things done.
Odogu Ekweme. Walu.
Oyabale.
This is business. The consignments, I don't keep them in my private house.
This place is good enough.
Yes, this is where I keep them. And brother, Since you have confirmed all the consignments,
they're good. They're good.
I think I know you like them.
They're good, fresh.
So for the interest of brotherhood, I want to give you each of them for 30 million naira instead of 40 million, which is what I used to offer to other of my business partners.
Akwake again.
What?
Akwake, if you truly consider the brotherhood, I think 20 million naira per head is a good deal, so that I can at least, you know, openly and, you know, pick up like about 5 or more. What do you say? 20 million naira each.
But don't go away, man.
Akwaka.
I don't think you understand the parcels I'm offering you. These are parcels comprising of all human parts.
I know.
Call it the kidney, the liver, the tongue, the eyes, everything. You should know what I'm saying.
I know.
It's a good deal.
Akwaka, what I think you should be considering is the fact that I'm not going to take just one. The quantity, I'm taking at least 5. So I think 20 million naira is good enough, my brother, considering the brotherhood. What do you say? It's a deal.
20 million naira.
5.
Anyway, for the interest of brotherhood, I will accept what you just said. And the other hand, I've been looking for a way to clear my store.
You need to.
Yes, because I'm expecting other goods to come in.
Akwake again.
Yes.
Akwake again.
Oh, again to one.
You know that if you consider 5,000, I might as well take all. I know.
Oh,
I know that one. I know this.
No, it's not there. Stop.
You want help to be all.
For the sake of brother, if you truly consider it. Honestly, no, Akwaka, come on. 5 million naira and I'll take it.
No, it's not possible. This is business. And you know how I used to suffer to get this goods.
I know.
So, and if you say 5 million, you want to cripple me?
But you said you want to empty your warehouse.
But that is not for 5 million.
Fresh money, fresh money. Okay, 10 million.
No, 20 million will go for all. I know you're capable.
I will take all.
Thank you.
Akwaka, I'll take all. But
okay.
Remember, you owe me that.
Yes. 1 bottle of wine.
Akwaka!
Well, I have a lane now.
You have a wonderful hideout here.
Yes, I prepared this place because you know these useless police people what they do before they
What's in anyhow?
So
I think you should
it's okay. I think I have one around. Yeah.
Aftermath is Chicana.
I will contact a friend. Though he's not our member though, but he told me there is a place very good for this business.
That place is beautiful. So hidden.
Yes.
As much women as you.
Yes.
What a beautiful place. What a beautiful place. Akwaka, you have eyes for good things.
Yes.
You have eyes for good things, I must confess.
You know, he has to. This hideout has 2 links. It's either you come from this, or after the movement, you take the back. You know, to avoid any trace.
Yeah. Beautiful. Very good area. Remote area.
I'll get you a place.
No, I need it.
Somewhere around.
You know, taking my girls to the guest house now. I don't know. I want to stop it. I want to have a hidden place.
Yeah.
say you're running. What is it?
Ebuka. Ebuka. Jake, you kwakoba ihe gị n'ime ụlọ, eh? Osiso, go now, be fast.
Mama, to where now?
We are not going anywhere. Oji has sent his boys to come and pick youth in this village. Let's go. Eh? I want you to go with them. Bikono.
Oh, Mama. Mama, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. Huh? I'm not going anywhere. See, Mama, I've told you times to that number that I'm not going anywhere.
Go inside and pack your things, eh?
Mama, see, I don't even need clothes. All my clothes are dirty. I don't even have shoes.
Pack them. When you get to the city, you wash them there, eh? In Anaya.
Mama, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere.
Eh?
Okay.
Mama.
Mama, you slapped me. Mama, for the first time you slapped me.
Yes, I will slap you again and again and again and again. Go in and pack your things and ask him.
Just because.
Mama. Pack your things, I'm waiting for you. The bosses, be fast.
Mama, you slapped me just because I said I would not go without you. Mama, you slapped me. It's so bad, it's so bad, gods of our land, gods of my ancestors, I'm in pains. My heart is broken. I'm about going to the city, which I'm pushed by my mother to go. I shouldn't know me. I shouldn't know me. I'm being to please you. Eventually anything happens to me, let the blood be on my mother's hair.
Kodri Nisim, Kodri Nisim, Kaigawa. I want something please for you and you think I'm doing you bad, eh?
Because you have the cash, you lose your sense of life.
Don't tell me you're still feeling this cassava.
I'm feeling it now. And besides, the sun is high. I'm tired.
There's something that's been disturbing me. Seriously.
What is it?
It's about Brodoji. He does not want to take us to the city. I don't know why.
I'm surprised. I'm very surprised as you are.
Can you imagine? Brother has been busy taking other people's children to the city. Some of them are in UK, some of them are in Europe, some of them are in Malaysia. But we the sisters, we are here. Look at what we are doing. We are pounding fufu, peeling cassava.
He's just acting as if we are not of the same parents with him.
It surprises me too. If brother really sucked Mama's breast and remained for us.
As for me, I'm tired of this village. Are you not tired?
I'm tired. If I'm not tired, will I complain?
Every day we're going to the farm, fetching firewood, selling things. Me, I'm tired though. It's like he doesn't want to take us to the city. All I know, he will take us to the city. If he likes it or not, we are going.
I just wish you should take us to the city. I'm just tired. I'm tired.
I will never be left out of this village.
I'm tired of this village. Just imagine, look at where we are staying. And our brother is a multi-millionaire.
Ochako maka joronjo Egombute. You claim you have the world in your hands. All lies. If you've got a chance to change your life, don't abuse it, oh. Makolo buna weruwa. Ochako maka joronjo Egombute.
The only woman who knows. To where we are, there was a shrine. Oh, I'm getting There's the man. So what do I owe this sudden visit of yours?
Igwe, sugar is sweet, but don't let it destroy you. Watch that ritualist, that fool that calls himself Okosisi. Don't let him use his sugary tongue to persuade you into doing the undoable. The God says you have ruined your position as a leader. You constantly collect money. I mean blood money from that brat.
Listen, why? I'm confused. You speak in parables. Please, can you be explicit?
Igwe, don't let gluttony to lead you astray. Igwe, okay, chalagwo. Igwe, asimoke ya chalagwo. Ah, now.
Mama, I am no longer comfortable with Brother Oji and his attitude towards us. Mama, just imagine. Brother Oji is taking other people to the city, changing their lives for good. And we are here suffering. Eh? Mama, I don't trust Brother Oji and that of his wealth.
Will you shut that your mouth before I shut it for you? Again.
Mama, allow me to speak the truth. Eh? Mama, just imagine. Eh? Think about it. Brother Oji left this house with nothing. And 3 weeks later, Papa died. And he came back a wealthy man. Eh, Mama? Mama, I think Brother Oji is a ritualist too.
Hey.
Yes, he's a ritualist because he's busy helping others and he refused to help us. His family.
Stop saying that concerning your brother. Huh? It's your own blood. He just wants you to be strong and struggle for yourself in this village. That's all. What do you mean by that?
Mama, we all know that the truth is bitter. And someone has to say it out. Mama, Brother Oji is a ritualist. Look at our house. As rich as he is, he refused to renovate our house for us. And we barely eat in this house. Eh? Mama, you should stay in that village and that city. You should not come to this village again, no. What kind of a stupid rich man is that? Hey, leave me, Mama. Leave me.
I am Adorente. I talk to her, I will talk to him. But not, stop shouting. You are shouting.
Ochako maka joronjo Egombute. You claim you have the word in your hand.
Woman, ask your son the source of his wealth. Ask him the whereabouts of the youth he took to the city.
Mouthpiece of the gods. I don't understand.
You will not understand because you have been blindfolded. Go and ask him what he is doing to make his money. Ask him where he kept the youth of Umudike.
But...
No further question. The gods have spoken. Go and ask your son these questions.
Queen of the sea, Queen of the nation.
I sense envy. Envy. All this while that we had nothing. Nobody walked in my compound to tell me anything. But now that the gods have remembered my family, they are here with their useless messages. It's okay.
My God, Naka, I called you because all is not well. All is not just right. The priestess visited me yesterday and she spoke in so much riddles that I was left in open-mouthed wonder. According to her, she said that sugar is sweet, but sugar also kills because it causes diabetes. According to her, that's what the learned people say.
My king, what exactly does that mean?
I don't really know. In fact, she left the wisdom of my gray hair stupid. She made me look stupid. And since then, I have been thinking. So I came to the conclusion that I must call you so that you go and summon her to this palace. Let her come and explain to me the meaning of those riddles. Let her come and explain to me whom I have eaten his money, except Oji Okosisi, whom I know that is not a ritualist.
My king, I would say you should let that go. Yes, because if she gets angry, she will strike the entire village with her agony. You know, there is a saying that no one should be enticed with the nakedness of Amadohan's wife. Yes, the person will be struck dead by the husband Amadohan.
My God, Naka, the gods know very well that I know nothing about blood money. Therefore, no more proverbs from you, no more parables. Do as I have instructed you. Do you understand me?
Your hands, all lies. If you've got a chance to change your life, gotta abuse it, oh. My call over now.
I'm really concerned of a particular thing in this community. This man called Oji, I don't think he's of a better influence to us. That man don't mean well to the youth of this community. Do you know all this thing he comes telling us every day? Picking our youth annually with the fact that he wants to help them. Some he told us last time that he sent them schooling. Why he also told us of those he sent abroad. My brothers, can I ask us? By right, our brothers that are schooling, are they not supposed to become annually for vacation so that we will be seeing them as our brothers? They are nowhere to be found. How much more those he said he sent abroad? How do we know if the abroad is what he thinks he is? He must have used them for something else. I refuse to say a word.
Oyema, I never liked that man called Oji for one day. I never liked him. Oji is a cultist. He's a ritualist. He's a bad man. A man that cannot even look straight to your eyes and say he wants to help you. Is he the man you're talking about? Oh God. I want us to put heads together. I want us to think straight. Time is not in our side. There is no time, my brothers.
At the time, there's no time. I think it's high time we went to Dan's house, his brother. Because Dan is Oji. Oji is Dan.
Abi? Sure. If you... That's the way you talk. That the real thing be that. That the real talk be that. And now what we go do. As I'm telling you now, now what we go do.
Are your brothers around?
Oh. Please, do we need to involve some other youths about this, or we just have to go alone? No, that's cool now. I don't buy that idea. I don't buy that idea at all for us to start going around calling the whole youth. As for me, I am ready to go to that man's house named Oji to skin him alive my own self. Because I'm ready. I'm not taking that nonsense any longer. I have overheard from people that he's a ritualist, he's a bad man, he's a killer, he's everything. I don't even visualize that man when I see him. But I am done with that nonsense. I tell you, our name now, let's go. Ajay, what do you think? Let's walk. Let's ask 2 questions. I love what Ukuri is saying. So he's brave. No need. Let's go. Let's go.
Pious or whatever you are called. The youth of this community were in my house this afternoon, demanding to know the source of my brother's wealth. I told them you are in the right position to explain to them. We don't know what you and my brother are doing behind us. But I promise you that one day, the evil you and my brother are doing will come back to you. But the youth, have I spoken your mind? Then he will explain to you. Explain to them. I'm not here. I'm not here. If not that your brother is my senior man, I would have said that you're from the family of amphibians. By the way, what are you useless youths doing here this morning? Yes. How dare you, for that sake? How dare you wake up from your slumbers and carry your useless self from your useless house, walk to my house and start telling me useless things this early morning? What has come over you? Oh no, see, let me tell all of you. If you want to better your lot and that of your family, if you want to better your life, you better go to town and hustle as others should hustle in town. And not stay here and mesmerize yourself up and down. Or better still, go to one of these clothing lines around. Take one of the marine robes. Go to Zombo at Oku Milana and hang yourself there. Have you all seen it, brothers? Pious, I can see that this blood money is intoxicating you. Blood money, more. Now I know that you're party to this criminal act that is befalling us in this community. Yes. But guess what? You won't go scot-free. You will receive the consequence. More Pious. You will see the consequence. To be frank, you're a big fool. Pious, you're a big fool. Pious, you're a big fool. You're a big fool. Why you have no conscience? You have no conscience, Pious. Why you? How do you feel? How do you feel to see your fellow youth, I mean your mates, go to the city without returning back, and you're here telling us nonsense? What with that or one babe or whatever you're called? Listen, next time if you want to talk to me, or if you want to address me, in fact, leave the addressing issue. If you want to mention my name, garnish it with some small respect. No matter how little, I'm going to appreciate it. Because I don't tolerate nonsense from beetles like you. Look. Does it mean that people that travel overseas never return? Man.
Not
even a phone call. Omo no no kupa o. Nya bongo jikura ma no kupa.
Mature no man operacha, you don't have anything to say.
Can I buggy picnic? Can I buggy pokua?
Mo a picnic.
Can I buggy pie?
Buggy picnic.
Magi picnic.
We no dey here
for picnic. You no no gili le picnic.
We no get time. We no get time.
You dey hear am?
I no want know. We no care to know who you be. I don't tell you. We no get time to waste. What you want? We say as from now, from here now, carry us go where we dey go, where we tell you to go. We no get chance. They hear me.
Oh yeah, really. Eligoya. Pius, you have been eaten by Oji, and you don't have any change.
Now mature no man, your mouth the smell.
I see you're the brain behind all this.
Mo a Pius.
What are you feeling like? Who are you?
What are you insinuating?
Who are you? It's because of this nonsense, this chain, the shoe, the phones.
Oh, I said it. I said it that you're envious and jealous about my progress and success.
Ajay, tell him what.
Now listen. We are giving you 7 days. We are giving you 7 days to take us to the place Oji lives. Food where you cook for crowd go finish am.
SYZ. SYFAS and went Y before Z.
But food where crowd cook for you no go finish am.
Let's go.
I forgot neighbor now to one house.
Let's go. Allow him. Let's go.
I beg. Unu shin no from this place.
Let's go.
Why you cook?
The mighty man engineer come down with my youth. If you look in at Pito, can you question from Mando? No I drop her for your front. I'll come back for her.
Come and carry this thing, idiot. Zuzuru po here. Ika no to tula libe mage. Gaba hu gaga chiri akwa. Chiri akwa. Bega kwa efe. We are patros ayiri. Bebe iko nyanyampu. Chileke bukwa ganu. Gema gaga ko eticha nku. Gade lunku gishiri nku no bedi hulom. God will punish all of you. Don't worry. By the time I'm through with all of you, you know whom you're dealing with. You know that I'm pious. What is really wrong with these people? Joblessness has gotten into your head. In fact, let me call Oga. Hello, the boss. Na me pious. No verse I beg. Na my second line be this. I say me can call you. See, will not be smarting. Some youth, the youth president and your younger brother, Dan, all of them will come here this morning. They almost messed me up. They wanted to beat me up, sir. They said that they don't know what me and you is doing. They don't know what we are doing. That I should come and explain to them what is going on between us. That we have been exporting the youth of this town out from this community, and none of them is returning with anything. They don't even returning alive, not to come back successfully. Now, why can't you? If I will know get pious, check my Bible no now, we're going to know. Try let it have buy no your black rock go. Yes, sir. They said you are a ritualist. There is nobody around. They've all gone. It's just me alone. Yes, sir. But sir, you have to come. You have to come and explain to them. It's getting out of hands. Please. Okay, sir. No problems. I'll be expecting you. Turn the fire, Nadia! Idiot! Umano hena mo nwe ubia no bika makati ne kenye gunu makanchawa negoli no na riri wakosi masem ubia bi imem envy unde kwa ba ehia so kap unu him no game idiot ameba okwa
Mayada,
this is why you are shouting my name. What is wrong?
The worst has happened in this land. That thing that I told you that has been bothering my mind has later become a reality. Eda, it has been confirmed that Oji is a ritualist.
I said it.
Ezewine has visited his house in this village. All those youths that has been accompanying him to the city, he has used all for rituals. He has used all for rituals.
Oh! You see the reason why I did not allow my son Onyema to accompany them to the city. Because I know he will not come back alive.
I said it. As the one visiting his house in the village. You know, he no longer comes to the village. Whenever he wants to come to the village, it's either he wants to come and pick 1 or 2 youths. He zoom off to the town, to the city. To use that one.
Listen. The gods of this land must punish him.
Exactly.
In fact, not just punishing him. The gods of this land must kill him.
Yes.
They must kill him. Enough is enough.
Is it not? We discuss what to do. As the elders of the community.
Elder, you are not saying anything.
What do I have to say? I'm hearing it for the first time. But all I know is wickedness. Pure wickedness.
Hey! What are we going to do? What are we going to do? We are the elders in the community. What are we going to do? Let us suggest. Or should we meet Igwe?
I said, we will take him to the shrine. And in fact, why are you asking what we are to do? We'll take him to the shrine. And the gods of this land will deal with him. Because we deal with him.
I don't believe it.
Hey! You don't believe it? You don't believe what this is, elder?
Oh yeah, that means you are new in this village.
I'm not new.
Hey!
I'm not new. To this extent, I'm hearing for the first time. But I know you very well.
Okay. Stay.
I don't believe.
Talk to me now. Talk to me. Stop crying. Don't cry. Mama, Oji, your son is the most wicked and heartless man I've ever seen in my life. Mama, do you know that all the youths your son has been coming here to pick, he butchers them, collect their kidneys and their hearts and other parts of their bodies, send them to alhajis and hospitals. Oh, Mama. As I'm talking to you now, I'm on the run. You need to see the way police barged into our house. Our own house. So, where is my son? Where is your son? Your son is a strong man. He disappeared into the thin air. In fact, Mama, I am here to tell you that the marriage is over. As you can see, the ring is already off my finger. My child, you can't do that for me now. You can't do that now. My son is nowhere to be found and you're leaving me because you're no man. Oh! So people are right. Children from this land, the youth of Umudike, you must summon that fool, that imbecile that calls himself Okosisi. He must appear before the gods and swear if he knows nothing about this blood.
Listen, but you know it is not my fault. He came here and requested that I should allow him to do a humanitarian job in our community. He said he wants to affect the life of the less privileged. And I let him. As a king, how was I supposed to know that he's a ritualist.
He's only a stupid man that lives beside the stream and uses beads to wash his hands. Igwe, now you know that the blood of innocent souls are crying. The blood of the innocent souls are crying. The blood of the innocent souls are crying. The blood of the innocent souls are crying.
Find something and clean up this place. Pius!
Your Highness.
Pius!
Igwe.
Pius!
Igwe, you're scaring me. Igwe.
How many times did I call you?
3 times, Igwe. Your Highness.
Very good. You are very close to Okosisi. You are his PA.
Of course I am, Igwe.
You are very close to him.
I'm not denying that fact.
And you will not tell me that you do not know what he does for a living. How he gets his money.
As in how, Igwe, I don't understand.
You will not tell me that you do not know what happens to the youths that he takes away, our youth that he takes away from this very place to the city in the guise of helping them to get education and good life.
Ha! Igwe, whatever Okosisi does for a living, Igwe, I do not know about it. All I know is that he's a wealthy man from this community, and he's been trying to put his best to elevate, to help the youth of this community, to better their lives and to elevate their status. Whatever thing he does for a living, Igwe, I do not know about it at all. My own is just to run his errands and collect my devil and put in my pocket to better my life.
The gods are angry.
Let them not be
Very
angry.
angry.
They should not be angry. I need the money.
And you know the repercussion. That if he goes down, you go down with him.
My hands are clean, Igwe. My hands are clean.
Now, you have to go to his place in the city. Summon him to this town. Tell him that the king and the entire people of Umudike want to see him. Is that clear?
I've heard Igwe. I've heard it, but Igwe, my hands are clean. Oh. Whatever he does, I don't know. You have included me now that I know whatever he's doing. Look at me, I'm here in the village and he's in the city. Man, I won't go see when I go before. I'm a moya when I go, or you see at the class, I'm going to go. And I know, man.
It's okay. Igwe, may your days belong. Igwe, may your rule in this kingdom belong. Or nothing that knows to go. Igwe, nothing that knows to go. But the feminine, Obi Adiranyama. Obi Adiranyama. Igwe, Obi Adiranyama. We are really angry. Yes. Igwe, we are here. So with your permission, as the king of this kingdom, use your position and call Aji. What does he call himself? Okosisi, I don't care to know. Igwe, we want him to come to this community and tell us what he's been doing with our brothers and sisters. Take it away. Igwe, he told us last time that he took them abroad. That is good.
I'm not complaining. No dispute. What about those he said he sent schooling? Igwe, the states are not far from this place. Highest the one-day movement. Igwe, all has been taken. We can't even find one of our brothers or sisters. Again! They see their shadow. Igwe, please, we want you to order him to come to this community and explain to us where our brothers and sisters are.
We the mothers, we have come to plead with you to use your position and summon Oji to come and explain to us the whereabouts of our children. Because the over 2 years now that he took our children, we've not heard anything from him. He said he was going to send them to school. We don't want him to send them to school again. My daughter is involved. We want our children back. Please, use your office, please. Someone will come.
Mothers of our land, youths of our land, I understand your pain. This issue has given me sleepless nights. One thing I find difficult to understand is why somebody who came asking to help our children will suddenly turn an enemy. 2 years and we cannot hear from any of those children that he took away from here. So all I want you to do is, please, calm down. Calm down. Because I have already sent his PA to go to the city and summon him to this village by weekend.
It's okay. Mama's going to go.
Just remain calm. By weekend, when he comes down here, we shall sort out all these problems once and for all. No, please. Do not let anybody's blood on your hand. Don't lay your hand on Okosisi. Please. Don't kill anybody.
You're angry. You are angry.
I know you are angry. But killing him will not solve this problem. Killing him will not bring the children back. So it is better for us to call him and summon him to come here and tell us the whereabouts of our children rather than killing him. Please.
Igwe, elders of our land. Igwe, I'm very disappointed in you, the elders everybody in this community. Igwe, how can my generosity be taken for granted? After extending my hands of favor to the youth of this land, making sure that each family have a good life, spend my money, my hard-earned money. In return, all I receive is insult and embarrassment, blackmailing, tarnishing my image here and there, to the extent of calling me Oji, the Okosisi one of this land, a ritualist. Igwe, I'm highly disappointed.
Oji, be not deceived, for the gods of our land cannot be mocked. Are you not aware that whatever a man sows shall he reap? Oji, you must appear before the river of Wangene to prove that you are not guilty. After which, we will know what else to do. The gods have spoken.
Igwe, I've heard what the Ezenwai said, and I am ready to take the oath. But one thing is that no one, I repeat, no one should expect me to help anybody from this land anymore after taking this oath.
Oji, my son, we will not stop you from doing what you have said. After all, the money is your own. You will agree with me that I have always been on your side. But no responsible traditional ruler will look the other way in the face of such a grievous allegation. So if you want my advice, let us do first thing first. Take the oath, prove your innocence, and clear your conscience. That is my advice.
Igwe, you have spoken well. You see, Oji, my brother, you don't have to be dismayed. You don't have to. We are tired of this rumor and speculation of you being a ritualist. So, if this oath taken will clear your conscience and bring the peace in this community, please do.
In that case, Igwe, fix the date and give me a call. Get that bastard back here.
Don't touch me. If you ever touch that your stupid hands on me, I will kill you. Nonsense.
What is wrong with you? I'm asking you. What is wrong with you? One of you should get me my machete. Come here. Come here! You want to disgrace me? You want to bring shame to this family? Is there anything you're lacking in this house? You have food, right? You have your own car. What are you lacking here? You forgot to know that this is the business I'm doing before I got married to you. In this same business, I build house in your place. Sent your people abroad. I've been keeping you comfortable, but I think you have chosen to bring shame upon me. I will spare you today for one just reason. The next time you try this mess, you won't be alive to tell your story. As I look at you, out. When next any one of you see her in this act, you know if anything happens to her, kill her. Ebuka! Ebuka! Leave it. You feel you can come to my compound? So misbehave. Ebuka, after all I have done for you, you were there when your mother came to meet me, begging that I should take you to the city. I brought you here, and you want to pay me back with share. We are running to fly the fence. You think yes, Umudike? Young man, this is Abuja. You know my name, Oji, the Oko Sisi-1. I drink with blood. And for this single act, you have made me lose my temper.
Oji, go ahead and kill me if you want to kill me. Go ahead and kill me if you want to kill me. You came to the village, claiming to help everybody in the village. Took everybody to the city. Where are my sisters? Oji, I will keep quiet. Shut up there! Shut up! Where are my brothers, Oji? Oji, you are a ritualist. You only gave me money to barb my hair. Oji, if you want to kill me, kill me! You are a ritualist, Oji.
Ebuka, for this singular act, today is the last day you will see this end. Lie him down.
I'm not afraid to die, Oji. I'm not afraid to die, Oji. My blood will be on your head. Come on. Die! 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 Die!
Come on, Don't man. Leave him enough.
Jack,
Archie, my blood will be on your head.
Oji, God will punish you. Oji, you're a bad man. Oji, God will punish you.
Ochako maka jọrọ njọ. Ego mbute. You claim you have the word in your hands. All lies.
Ebuka, what are you doing here? What are you doing in this village? I hope you did not leave Oji's house and come back to this village. If you know how you luggage yourself and come back to this village, City. I don't want to see you in this village. I'm still talking to you, you are standing there. Huh? Ewa! Chimo! Hey! What am I seeing? Hey! God! Hey, Ebuka, hey, Chimo, hey, boss of our land. Oh. Hey, Ebuka, I hope something has not happened to my son. Hey, Chimo. Hey, Ebuka, no, I can't believe this. I hope I'm dreaming. Huh? And Menyora, Mbamana. Huh? Ebuka. Hey, Obama, Chimo, oh, you have to go no more. Hey. My friend, what of your mother?
She's not around. Is there any time that your mommy will be around? Every time that will come here, we will not see her. Where did she used to go, sir? To the farm, of course.
No, don't want us to eat. As usual.
Let me tell you. I still can't believe what I'm hearing concerning Oji in this village. It's the truth. You better believe it. It's no longer a rumor.
Oji, that man is very wicked and diabolic. Thank God we are not victims of his wicked acts.
Could you imagine? He asked us to write an exam in order to take our own life.
My sister.
He's such a wicked man. Thank God I failed the exam.
Me too.
We're going to think of it. Oji is bastardly rich. When I say bastardly rich, why will he involve himself in this kind of act?
What did you say? Involve, my dear. Thank God everybody in the village is aware. This is the secret of his wealth. This is the way Oji makes his money.
See, let me tell you, Oji is a wicked man. He is diabolic. Because of this wicked act of his, he must not go unpunished and speechless. Anyway, let me not say what I don't know. But I will encourage you guys to zip your mouth. Don't say anything. I don't want to lose both of you. Please.
Deep words. So let me tell you, I will talk
whether you like it or not. Don't talk, oh.
Everybody knows the truth. We keep talking.
Oji. God forbid.
Yeah.
Thank God I'm alive, oh.
Leave her. Keep thinking.
What did you do? With Bishop Morocco.
I'm leaving you. Let me go.
Got a chance to change your life.
Let's go to the kitchen, He will die a painful death. He is a disgrace to Umudika at life. So this is true. Oji! All this way you have been telling me, I never believed it.
It's not true. When I was telling you, June and I, that man is a wicked man, you do not believe it. But now you've seen it with your eye and you can hear it with your ears.
Tell me why God would punish that wicked man. He's not only punishing him. He will die a painful death. The soul that he has wasted will continue to hurt him.
Amen.
May the souls of our innocent youths that you are victim rest in perfect peace.
Amen. May God give their parents the fortitude to bear this loss.
Oh, wait. Ujunwa and the neck. Do you know the most annoying part of all this thing? The one that pains me most is all just stupid mother. That woman goes around the village fighting everybody, all the women, house to house. That her son is not a ritualist. But look at them. Look at Uche. Look at Ogade. People that say that their brother is rich. Just look at the way they are living. People that they are rich.
Leave that woman. Let her continue to side the son. One day it will get to her. I know one day it will go to her. The God of justice will bring justice for this soul that the son have wasted. Yes. Because what goes around comes around. Our Igbo people say whatever you throw up will bounce back at you.
Yes. Not only his mother, even that is useless PA.
Pious.
May God useless his life. What did he do? God he bend his life. Could you imagine? He asked me to come and sleep with him.
Yeah, just to die.
Thank God I copied nonsense.
Thank God you were not around and you went to your maternal home. You are the most brilliant and you will pass.
Thank God that you put in
no pass. You know, in a village it's a body by
are you not happy that you copied from me?
Na check with that side. The answer the madam. The answer with the magnet.
The girl in the Congo.
You like the girl?
Oh, my sister. When you with my sister?
Which one is this one, your sister? Are you joking with me or what?
How did you get this picture? This is my sister. Where is he now?
I can't you joke.
Ojukwu, I'm saying something serious. You're telling me I'm joking. Is you who is joking here? I hope nothing has happened to her. Tell me this is my sister. You're asking me if it's a joke.
For God's sake, I was not even here when the girl came in. When the boys brought her, see, let me call the boys to confirm. Let me call them.
See, you are not saying anything. You are not saying anything. Ojukwu, me and you, we cannot have problem. Instead of this thing to cause problem, if anything happens to this girl, I swear to God, if anything happens to this girl, because I know you and your boys will not go out of my rot.
Calm down.
I should calm down for what?
Calm down. You should know we're one family.
See, don't say that. We're one family. You know this man? Okay, we're one family. My sister, we're one family.
You know we can't hurt each other.
We're one family. Okay, my sister will go in for it. I know what to do.
Calm down.
Nonsense. Don't tell me that. I should calm down. You see what will happen. Don't tell me that, my friend.
For God's sake. How could he possibly believe that I knew that she was his sister? Besides, Cheluguru, what did it? Check out this girl. They resemble.
Yes. Odogwekweme. This girl is his sister.
But they don't look alike now.
Odogwekweme. I hope she's still alive.
Can you be asking me this kind of question? But you know what's up now. You know what's up now. Now you come on, you say alive. Already is a goal now. The girl is a goal. I never knew she was. I mean, everything about the girl is a goal. The girl no me a goal.
Yes, Black. What is it? Police attacked you guys? And where are you now? In the bush? Oh, okay. Okay, just look for a comfortable place and wait. I'm coming. I'll meet you guys up now.
Who was that?
It's my boys just called and said that police attacked them.
Police attacked them? I'm very sure this is a main case too. Nobody else will be behind this except Emenike.
Emenike. Emenike shouldn't put me to test. Because I am very dangerous. I won't spare him. I won't spare his parents. I won't even spare his dogs. Even the mosquitoes in his compound will feel my weight.
Let's go and see your boss.
You claim you have the word in your hands. All lies. If you've got a chance to change your life, gotta abuse it all. My call up on a come kiri busy and I'm with a corona. Kuwana piazitari.
The young lady that you sold her parts happens to be my friend's sister. And the craziest part of the whole thing is that he's aware of it.
How come, boss?
Like usual, I generously gave him the phone to check out the chick. And the next thing, he started screaming. He recognized the girl and said she was his sister. And as we speak, he's planning a great war.
So what do we do now, boss?
I don't know. I don't know. I am totally out of ideas. But I'll think of something good. If he refuses to cooperate, then I'll send for you.
All right, boss. Excuse me, boss.
Talk of the devil. Hello, Emenike. Emenike, calm down. Can you... Calm down, brother. Calm down. It has not gotten to that. Emenike. Oh my God. This guy is taking this thing too far. Well, we'll fix it.
Honestly, my brother, I have always meant it to be in your place, but you see, business, you've got to be busy doing some other things. And when I came back from a trip about 2 weeks ago, I wanted to come here. I asked myself, why haven't I come to this your beautiful, luxurious environment? It's so good here. There's nature. I like it.
Ezego, I must tell you, I am so delighted and honored to have you in my house.
Thank you.
I'm honored. I know even the ancestors of this ground, this land, they are happy to have you.
Tell me that again.
Yes. How is business?
Well, business is good. You know, we're trying to help society, but thinking about it the other way. You know, as brothers, we should always watch out for each other's back. You know when there is an issue to attend to and so on. If not, where then is the brotherly love?
No. You know you're not an easy type. Even in our brotherhood, you don't visit anyhow.
Yes, but then it's just business.
Anyway, you're right. You're right.
But I'm happy to be here.
You're welcome.
I gotta be on my way. I gotta be on my way.
So soon?
Yeah, so soon. You know.
All our findings, and with every confidence, their boss, Odele, visits his community, Omudike, to pick his consignments in the pretense of helping them secure a better future in the city. And when he gets to the city, he sells them off to his various merchants as merchandise.
Are you sure of what you just told me? Because if I found out to be true, I will reward you and your boys handsomely.
Those are his words to me, and I hold him with every confidence.
You have done well, both of you. Go home. Start rejoicing. You hear from me shortly.
Because you have the cash, you lose your sense of life. Because you have the cash, you lose your sense of life. Because you have the cash, you lose your sense of life. Because you have the cash, you lose.
Madam, how are you?
I'm fine, sir.
This is Umudike community, right?
Yes, sir. Are you looking for someone?
Not exactly. I heard about one Mr. Odele who has been so generous, and I thought it wise to come and investigate what he's doing so that I can also replicate it in my own community. These are the kind of people we need in our communities for development.
Sir, you are right. That young man has been a blessing to this community. He has been helping us, helping people in this community. You know, sometimes 6 months, 1 year, he will come back to this community and pick some youths and take them back to the city to better their lives. Some he sent to higher institution, some he settled with business of their choice. He's really a good man, he's a kind man. He's a good man.
But let me ask. All these people he has been sending to higher institution, abroad, opening businesses and so on, has any of them ever returned to this community to show exactly that he's fulfilling the promises he made to them?
Sir, not really. Since he started this project, none of them has come back to this community.
Oh, there's more to it, madam. One thing you do for me is, I want you to go to your elders and kingsmen, relate with them, let them interrogate Mr. Odele whenever he comes back, and cause him to bring all those people, the ones he sends to the university, abroad, and opens business, and let them see those he's been sending abroad and opening businesses for. Is that not right?
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you very much.
You are a good woman.
Thank you, sir.
And God will bless you.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
I've heard you. I will do exactly what you said, sir.
Because you have the cash, you lose your sense of life. Because you have the cash, you lose your sense of life.
Ezeko, what is all this?
Hey, Chiba, let him be. Let him be. He's a brother.
Ezeko, why are you monitoring me? Why are you monitoring my containers all around town? Yesterday, your boys were following my containers. Today morning again, I saw them again following my container. Ezeko, I know you know my little beginning. But that shouldn't deceive you. Because the little boy you know yesterday is not the boy now. You know I am Oji, the Okosisi one of this town. And since you want this game, since you want to change this game this way, I will change it with you. It's an assurance and not a threat.
Oh, Dele, Mobeligwe. Smoking. Sorry, boys, for that distraction.
Solomon. Yes, boss. Take this phone. Someone will call that line, okay? A girl from the University of Uyo. Okay, boss. When she calls, you know what to do. Yes, boss. Make sure you take all the necessary parts from her. No mistakes. No mistakes, boss. Later in the day, I'll be going for a meeting and I don't think I'm coming back. So just do what is necessary. All right, boss. All right. Get me the other phone on the table there. So you want to charge them? All right, boss. Inside.
Who are you killing my sister?
Emenike, what is the meaning of this? For God's sake, this is something we are supposed to sit down and talk about. I'm not questioning my boys, pointing a gun at them.
Ojuku, you lie. There's nothing to sit and discuss. Ojuku, you of all people should know my kid sister.
Emenike, you're taking this thing too far. And I'm not going to jump into this conclusion. For God's sake, come inside. Let us sit down like men and discuss, for God's sake.
Ojuku, I swear to God with me, I'm going to put you into serious trouble that will be difficult for you to come out of.
Emenike, come inside, let's talk. Please.
You dare point gun at me?
Boss, you're just giving me a go ahead. Let me blow his brains off. He's just a child. Allow him. But one thing, you guys need to be very, very careful with this guy. Okay? Alright, boss. Okay. I didn't know any. If you mean it. It's a goal. It's a goal already.
Yeah, so tell me, I'm listening. Officer, as I was saying, I want to report someone to you who deals on human parts to an albino.
He deals on human parts and sells the parts to an albino.
Yeah. And as I speak with you, his boys had killed so many students and children in this community.
Mr. Emenike, are you sure that everything you are telling me here is correct?
I'm very, very sure of what I'm saying.
Okay. Now listen, yeah? I'm going to take actions on that. And I would need you to supply me with every other information that has to do with this guy. I want you to tell me where he lives, where he works, the time he leaves his house to his workplace, the kind of car he drives, if he's married with kids, everything about him I want to know.
Officer, his name is Ojukwu. And Ojukwu is not married. He does normal Yende girls, you know. And his average height, just like me, is light in complexion. And most of his cars are white. Mercedes. Then, officer, you need to take this very seriously and be careful with your boys, so because his boys are always with guns. And he stays at number 10 in Keru Close, just after the bridge. So, officer, you need to arrest this man. This man, I'm saying.
By the way, do you have any business with this person?
Business? Officer, no.
Then how come you know so much about him?
You know, the normal, apart from normal business we do day-to-day, all this is ritualist things. No.
So you do business with him?
Yes, I do business, but
do you sell human parts?
Officer, I will sell human parts and I will come to you again to report.
Then why do you know so much about him?
As in the line of business now, you know, he makes calls around me. And at times I will eavesdrop into his call and I will hear. The other day he came towards my direction and I saw him with a bag. I saw blood inside. So, officer, no, now when you put one or two together, you can get some of these things now. So, officer, you really need to take it very seriously. That guy, shoot aside. He has given instruction to his boys already, officer.
It's okay, Mr. Emenike. I will look into this matter. And like I said, any other information, do not hesitate to call on me.
Okay, let's. Okay, officer. Okay, people should go well, eh?
Emenike.
Officer.
Yes, I sent for you because of that guy Ojukwu. I needed you to give me more information on him.
Officer, like I said before, Ojukwu is an evil man. Have you been to his compound?
Yes. I stormed in there with some of my boys and we did a ransom search on the whole compound and the house. But nothing incriminating was found.
Officer, like I said before, that fool is not someone you will take with levity. He needs to be arrested. Because he's evil and people like him, they are not fit to be left in this community like that. Let me open up to you. Yes, you were in his compound. Didn't you notice those cooling vans and the cool room at his backyard? That's where he usually keeps human parts.
Okay. I guess I'll have to go back there with my boys and do another search. But this time you will have to come with me.
Officer, coming with you. Ojukwu is a very dangerous man, no? Unless you assure me you have a tinted vehicle that will be inside. Because seeing me, it will be somehow.
Don't worry. We will give you all the protection that you need. Okay?
If you say that, there's no problem. So is it today or when are we going for?
No. I'll send for you when I'm ready.
Okay, officer. No problems. It's alright. Officer, this man needs to be arrested, Ojukwu. Ojuku, I will tell you that me, I am Iteego one of this community. Don't worry. I know what to do, Ojuku. You dare me in this community.
My friend, officer of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. You know, if I tell you that I do not like your type, then I'm lying to you, you know. But you see, what we are talking about here is money. Real money. Pudi, ego, you know, real money. Real money that can actually change your life. An officer, policing is not your calling. Trust me. I can link you up. I can link you up to a man, a friend of mine. A man that can change your entire state. A man that can truly initiate your true calling. What do you say?
Mr. Ojuku, right?
Chief.
Oh, Chief Ojuku.
Chief Ojuku.
Well, I really appreciate all your accolades, you know. But as you can see, I am a policeman and I am comfortable with the job that I do. I'm okay with the job that I do. So you keep your own job while I keep mine.
Well, it's okay if you say so. So tell me, name your price. Tell me whatever it's going to cost. In whatever currency. Whatever it will cost you to stop showing your face in my houses. In the name of routine search. Just tell me, whatever it will cost me, trust me. I won't even have to go to, I don't need to go to the bank. All I need to do is go downstairs and I'll give you the cash. Just tell me.
Anyway, first of all, I must apologize on behalf of I and my boys for intruding into your privacy every now and then. But like you already know, we are only doing our job. And then secondly, on the issue of money, you see, I am not the kind of policeman that you can bribe. I work for my money. So you don't have to bribe me. You can keep your money while I work for my money. By the way, I have a question for you.
What would that be?
What exactly do you do? What are you into? I mean, what do you do for a living?
I'm into life savings. I save lives. Come on, I'm just kidding. You see, I'm into livestock importation. I import frozen foods from all over the world, so you can equally see it as life-saving. I save people from going hungry. I import fishes, chickens, turkey from Europe, Asia. You know, I have large companies that I represent here in Africa. You know, as a distributor, so that's what I do. I import food. Anything eatable.
So you import turkey from Turkey, right?
Yeah, I do. Not just turkey. I import fish, okporoko, that is stock fishes too. anything eatable. Anything that will keep the nation from going hungry. That's what I bring in. And of course, you know, you can equally, you know, join the business if you want. Oh, or your wife. I guess you're married, right?
Yes, I am.
Come on. Your wife can be one of my distributors, you know, around the town. Trust me. It's a big business and it brings in a whole lot of money. She will like it. What do you say?
Don't worry about me. You see, I already have my own line of business. And so does my wife. So you have your own line of business, I have mine. And everybody is good. Well, thank you very much, Chief Ojukwu. I have to take my leave now.
Oh. But being on duty doesn't stop you from finishing your beer, does it?
Well, like you say, I am on duty. And I don't have to get drunk while I'm still on duty.
But if truly you change your mind, you know, trust me, it's a lucrative business.
I will think about it.
And of course, if you do change your mind too, you know, stop showing your face. It's not a bribe, you know. It's not a bribe. Nice having you.
It's nice talking to you, Mr. Ojukwu.
It's a pleasure.
And I must tell you, if I have any reason or any need to call on you for more questioning, please do not hesitate to turn up.
Oh, come on. So long as it's not for such, you're always welcome here. It's a pleasure having you.
Thank you.
Boys!
Sir, pull out. Yeah, Solomon, whatever you do, this will be the last time you ever allow this group into my compound. Do you understand me?
The door is open.
Boss, there's a car coming. There's a car coming. Hide somewhere. Use the trees. Use the trees.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
observe anything?
Yes, boss. Boss, I was coming out with a sack bag.
You mean it, boss?
Some items and blood was dropping. Then there should be some blood. Look at it here.
Blood. Fresh? Yes, sir. Let's go after him. Let's go. So, sir, we have located where he stays.
Okay.
Yeah, he has a house in the bush, and that is where he keeps the people that he adopted. And I think he intends to sell off their body parts for business.
That is a good job. So, what else can we do?
Well, sir, we have to launch an immediate attack, more like a rescue mission, so we can rescue all the people that has been kept hostage under him. Then after that, we'll have to listen to them and then gather evidences that we can use against him. I think
it's a good idea.
Once we're done with that, we should be able to know the next action to take.
That is a very good idea. But don't you think he might be aware of your visit to his compound?
So it doesn't matter. I think what matters now is for us to go and rescue those people and hear from them.
Okay. That man must be sentenced to death. Or better still, live all his life in jail. See, we have all our support. Go ahead and carry out your action. The CP is even aware of this. So you can call us anytime you want us. We'll give you all our support.
Thank you, sir. So I have to go now.
You're welcome.
I have to go now.
Okay. Thank you.
I've seen them. What do they want?
I don't know.
Good day, sir. My name is Joshua Chunwoke, Commander of the Federal SARS. We have a search warrant and we're permitted to search your house and your environment. I would advise you to stay calm, sir, for everything or anything you do or say will be used against you in the court of law. Boys,
Sir.
Search everywhere!
Yes, sir.
Okosisi, this is the federal SARS. You are surrounded. Come out with your hands in the air. Do not make any funny move. I repeat, you are surrounded. Come out before we force ourselves in. You have till the count of 5 to come out, or else we will force ourselves in. 1. 2. 3. 4.
Stop it! Think about your next move. Very careful. Move!
Now you free me. Can I talk to you?
What do you have to say?
Hey! Oji. Okosisi 1. I foresee this day coming. Where is your division?
You have committed enough. Your sins has caught up with you. You have the right to remain silent. For whatever you do or say will be used against you in the court of law.
Move in!
All your money in this world cannot save you.
Move it!
One after the other.
You claim you have the world in your hands. All lies. If you've got a chance to change your life, God abuse it.
I said wait.
Who is this man? Who is this man?
He is one of the hostages, sir.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Is that all there is to you girls? There's no one inside. Alright, move them.
Because you have the cash, you lose your sense of life. Because you have the cash, you lose your sense of life. Because you have the cash, you lose your if we give this life a chance, pump our bowers here. Why we meta? Emmanuel, we meta. Oh, what the madina come on again? Oh, what the jadina come on again? If we give this life a chance, who are the regaba? Because you have the cash, you lose your sense of life. Because you have the cash, you lose your sense of life. Because you have the cash, you lose your sense of life. Because you have the cash, you lose your sense of life. Ochako maka joronjo Egombute. You claim you have the world in your hands. All lies. If you've got a chance to change your life, gotta abuse it oh. Makolo buna weruwa. Ochako maka joronjo Egombute. You claim you have the world in your hands. All lies. If you've got a chance to change your life, gotta abuse it oh. Makolo buna weruwa. Come kiri bezi elu. Wambwenya koronu. Kuwana piazitari. Because you have the cash, you lose your sense of life. Kuwana nankiri na echidi ibe. Echidi ibe. Wambwenya koronu. Kuwana piazitari. Because you have the cash, you lose your sense of life. Kuwana nankiri na echidi ibe. Echidi ibe. Wambwenya koronu. Kuwana piazitari. Because you have the cash, you lose your sense of life. Kuwana nankiri na echidi. Kuwana nankiri na echidi. Wambwenya koronu. Kuwana piazitari.